Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of my, what did I call this series? Financial freedom? Something like that. Haven't quite settled on a name yet. This is the next episode in my little series where I kind of just discuss my finances and the road to being financially free, debt-free kind of thing. So my name's Dajana and I am a registered dental hygienist who films videos on YouTube about my life and basically anything that I really want to share about. I've been showing kind of my life before school, during school, and after school, and now in my working life, and just, documenting how I've changed my life in hopes that other people like you can learn from my mistakes or have some motivation or get some inspiration. Because when I was in school or before school deciding what to do with my life, I genuinely loved watching people live their best life through YouTube. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to my video. My last video kind of blew up like crazy. Honestly, it's kind of left me scared. It's very difficult making this video today. I really wanted to hide and run in a corner. I wanted to hide in a corner and just not post a video because of how overwhelmed by the response on that last video was. Tons of comments, tons of views, just absolutely insane. So if you're one of those people that left a very nice comment, thank you so much. I've been trying to respond to as many people as I can, but it's just gotten a little out of hand. I want to thank all those subscribers that have been with me from the beginning. You guys are just amazing. I can't express in words just how I feel about my video blowing up, but I'm really close to getting monetized on YouTube here, so hopefully I can make some money off of that, and I will obviously share all my earnings and income report from YouTube with you guys in the future, and what I plan to do with that extra money once I start making it, and then I can figure out what to do with it. So in this video I have some good stuff and bad stuff relating to my money. I'll start with the good stuff. So as I'm talking to you guys, I am going to be getting ready because I have a job interview. Yes. Doing this job would increase my, yearly income by $6,000 and hopefully include some health benefits. So I'm really excited. It's a working interview. If you're not in dental hygiene, basically I work for them and they see how I interact with the patients and the other office, and crossing fingers, I like it. It's also a more stable, like Monday to Friday type of schedule. It's not here and there, and I'll still be working at another office 1 to 2 days or 1 day a week alternating. So there'll be some weeks where I'll be working 6 days in a row. And if you have watched any of my dental hygiene videos, you know I've said don't do that, but this is what I have to do to get that Monday to Friday schedule, and then also make a bit of extra money on the side. It's not going to be long term, and it's only 5 hours on that Saturday. The dentist that I'll be working for takes a lot of vacations. I'm scheduled to work 6 days every other week, but a lot of the times, I'd have many weekends off, so I wouldn't be working every other Saturday kind of thing. So, and if it ever gets super overwhelming working that many days for that long, my office is super understanding and willing to give me whatever days I need off kind of thing. I just really love the office, so I'd like to stay connected to them in one way or the other, and 5 hours on a Saturday just passes by super quick. I'm gonna get ready while I kind of discuss some other good things that are happening with my life in regards of money. In terms of my credit card, I have paid about $3,000 last month onto it. Yay me. I do also have a line of credit that has a lower interest rate that I've been contemplating paying that credit card off with. The interest rate isn't that much lower than my credit card, but it is a 3% difference, with the chance of the interest rate going down lower on the line of credit. I just am nervous to do that. I don't know why. In my last video, I mentioned how I kind of got denied or rejected from a 0% balance transfer. So in Canada, from my understanding, from what I have read, there's not a lot of 0% credit cards you can easily apply to. So the one that I wanted to go to was 0% for 12 months, which I could and I will pay off my credit card in less than a year. That's my goal. Of course, I would have saved a lot of money on interest doing that. So I'm waiting to see if they will redetermine their status or their response after I talked to a person on the phone. The person on the phone did say that I could again try and apply in a couple months again, once my balance is a bit lower. I'm not too sure, like if I can use my line of credit to get a lower percentage lower interest rate until that point, until I can reapply and hopefully get accepted again, transfer my line of credit balance to that 0% credit card. I'm not too sure. I don't think you can, which makes me a little hesitant to pay off the credit card. Now there is another credit card that I'm looking at, but it's a 0.99% interest rate and it's only for 6 months, and there's like a yearly fee. I need to look into it more because I don't think it's the right one for me. Also, I normally don't wear makeup to work anymore just because I don't care. But I will be having my mask off, at least for the interview part, so I kind of feel like I have to. So in my next video, I plan to kind of go over my budget more in depth. I currently use You Need a Budget, which has saved me money in before. I do tend to work better when my budget is working within the money that I have. I have a hard time with working on budgets when it's talking about like potential money in the future. It just confuses me. I just like knowing like the money that I have and what I can do with it. So right now, all I've been doing is just getting into the habit of tracking all my expenses, and then I'm going to start allocating money to it. That being said, it's not like I've been throwing money at the window and just tracking my expenses. I've still been mindful of it. I just wanted to get into the habit of tracking them. I know it can connect to bank accounts, but for some reason, I'm in Canada, I just can't get it to connect to my account, which is fine, a little annoying, but at least it keeps me accountable and makes me look at what I'm spending and like stresses me out if I've like spent too much money in one category. Keep an eye out for my next video. I tend to post every other week about this series, so that's my goal. Now on to the bad stuff, unfortunately. So if you don't know, dental hygiene is really hard on your body. If you are getting your teeth cleaned soon, or if you remember this the next time you're at your dental office and you're not in the hygiene dental world, take a look at how your hygienist is cleaning your teeth. They are most likely in a really awkward position, or they're trying to be ergonomic as much as possible. Anyway, it's really hard on the body. And for those of you who are in the dentistry world, becoming a dental hygienist and watching my videos, this is a sign for you, or like, just, I don't even know how to say it. Please, for the love of God, get ergonomic loops. First, I love my Q Optics brand, which is why I'm going with the same brand. I'm beating around the bush here, but basically I regret not getting ergo loops from the beginning. So not only did I spend like $3,000 on these glasses, I'm gonna have to spend another like $4,000 on these new glasses to help with my back and my neck and my posture while I am working. Because if I don't know if I can even last another year with the loops that I'm wearing and the amount that I'm working, and it's a scary thought. So I may have to dip into my emergency fund, which answers some people's comments from my last video where they just said, you live with your parents, just use all of that emergency fund, put it towards your credit card. Well, this is while I live with them, and very grateful that they are able to house me, and you know, they help pay with some of my groceries just because they're buying it for themselves and I eat so little, so I just kind of mooch off them on that aspect. But majority of like, they'll buy chicken in bulk, so I'll have their chicken kind of thing. My parents aren't in a financial position that if I were to lose my jobs, they wouldn't be able to afford paying off my credit card debt, like, and my car and all these other expenses. And also I'm in my 30s. I don't really want to have to be put in that position anyway. So my emergency fund is quite important to me, but it is in a high interest savings account. So it is making me money. It's not just sitting in a regular bank account. So I'm making money off of that. But unfortunately, I may have to dip into it to get these new glasses so that I can keep working, which sucks. So all this extra money, I am saving for it up till now. I have my fitting coming up soon. And then I also need to get my eyes checked so that they can be customized to my prescription. But doing that means that I don't have to pay tax on the glasses, something along the lines of, so it like saves me money. Anyway, regardless, I am getting a new pair of glasses, and it just sucks that I didn't get the ones that I originally wanted because they were just slightly more expensive. I wish I had just paid that money up front. Yeah, so now I have a pair of glasses, which, okay, having a backup pair is really important, because if my glasses right now were to break and I couldn't use them, I can't work. Like, I don't even think if you were my patient, you'd want me to work on you because I can't see the instrument and the lighting. It would be a terrible, terrible cleaning. I'm glad I'll have a backup pair, but I really wish I had gone with the ergonomic loops at the beginning. It would have saved me a lot of back and neck pain already. And I'm hoping that once I get these new ergo loops, that it will reduce my monthly massages and chiropractor visits that I go and get done for the pain. I'm going to be working towards saving up for those glasses and hoping that I don't have to dip too much into my emergency fund. And I hope that it doesn't affect too much my payment plan that I have set up for myself to pay off my credit card. I only have one. I've also paid off my family. So my only two things that I owe money on, that last video was mainly me discussing how I saved money by calling into a bunch of places, a bunch of like my phone bills, all the phone bills that I pay for, because I don't pay just for me, I pay for my mom and my grandma. I only really now owe money to my one credit card, and my student loans, which are interest-free as of now. That student loan is kind of out of sight, out of mind right now. I'm doing monthly payments, the minimum amount that I can, just so that I can use all that extra money that I saved from reducing that monthly payment and reducing all my phone monthly bills to go towards my credit card, which ended up being like an extra $1,000 that month, just for me doing that. Yeah, I'm hoping this new job with the pay increase, and I'll be working a little bit more, and hopefully the new glasses will help, that I won't have to pay for a chiropractor every week and massages every week. I'm hoping that it will just, I don't know, work its way out. But I'm very glad though that I do have this little emergency fund, because if I didn't, I would have had to dip back onto my credit card to pay for it. It's not something that I can wait any longer either. It's until I have that money on its own, like without touching my emergency fund. I'm noticing like a burning pain. It's like a pinched nerve in my neck. It's kind of scary. At any point my body could give out and I'd be out of work, which is one of the downsides of being a hygienist. But also keep in mind, you guys, not to be afraid of the career. It's just I went in with already having back and neck pain from a car accident, and I wish I had just gotten the ergo loops from the beginning. A few other comments mentioned Ramsey. I have tried following his program before when I made way less money, and it's a little too extreme for me, as in it's kind of like fad diets, as in when you restrict yourself too much in one way, you go the other way at some point. Swings the pendulum, at least for some people. And I know that that's like, I'm that type of person with crash diets. I always swung the other way. I could always lose the weight, just like how I could always pay off the money, but I could never keep off the weight, just like how I could never keep off credit debt or stop having debt. It's just not the lifestyle that I want. I am in my 30s. I struggled all through my 20s with money. I finally feel comfortable in my life. I just obviously might have different values and when it comes, or like the way that I'm thinking about money than others. I'm trying not to let it be a big, bad, scary thing. Money isn't evil. It's not the devil. People who have it aren't terrible people, and people who don't have it aren't terrible people. I just know that for me, mentally, to be able to sustain paying off credit card debt and not falling back into it, I need to take a more slower approach and a more forgiving, gentler approach when it comes to my mental health. Does that mean I'm going to spend a crazy amount of money? No, but it does mean that I want to take a vacation. Is it going to be expensive vacations? No, it's like renting out an Airbnb, a cheap one that I can find within my budget, and just staying by the pool all day for like a weekend. Like, those are my types of vacation. It's not like a 2-week European $1,000 kind of vacation. I just know I deserve a break. I went to Mexico for the first time in November. I didn't pay for the trip, thank gosh. My office did. The dental office that I work at paid for it. But that was my first vacation in over 10 years because I had been working as a hair and makeup artist, working summers, and of course never having enough money to even just pay off my basic bills that I could actually go on a vacation. So while that trip was free and great, it was still with work people, and it was still totally fun. I just would like to go to Mexico with my boyfriend or something for like a week, but of course save up for that. I wasted a lot of my 20s worrying and not living my life because of what other people thought and just poor decisions. And now I have a clear brain, a clear mind. I'm not in depression anymore. I can get up and do things, and I just want to enjoy life. I'm only this age, this part of my life, this second once. There's no redos, as much as I dream of what I could have done differently when I was younger. Maybe I'll do a video of that in the future. I want to live life, and I am lucky that I was able to struggle, but put my mind to it in my late 20s to get me to a career that, is over 100K a year and gives me that luxury of being able to work extra hours if I wanted to at like almost double the pay or quite a bit more pay than what I'm getting hourly. So I can make extra money, that kind of thing. I have a boyfriend, but I'm not married, and other than paying for a few bills for my parents, I don't have any dependents. I don't have a kid. Like, it's me time. This is my era. I want to focus on myself, and if that means I am not going to pay off my debt as fast as I could, that's totally fine with me. I've come to terms with that. I've come to peace with that. Will there be months where I want to hunker down and pay more? Yes. Will there be other months where I'm still on track to completing my goal of paying off my debt within less than a year? Yes, but it might take away money from other areas so that I could buy a gift for someone or go enjoy that experience. So yeah, that's just where I'm at and the type of person that I am. I totally wish I could be more strict with everything. I just know it doesn't end well with me doing it that way. I loved hearing all your guys' stories about how much debt you're in or how much you were and how you paid it off. It's very motivating. Keep those stories coming. I've been reading them. I just, like I said, so overwhelmed. I can't get to them all. I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.